Greetings, everyone. You are welcome to this channel and also to those that will connect through Facebook. This is Pastor Davison from Global Fellowship Church Zambia. I bring to you a word that will build you, a word that will help you understand the mind of God concerning your life and your situation. And so go with me to the book of 1 Corinthians chapter 15 and verse 10, where I'll just paraphrase the words of Paul the Apostle. Paul the Apostle said, "But by the grace of God, I am what I am." And this is the word I want to use to talk to you, child of God, that every time we see success, every time God does something in our lives, when He blesses us, when He opens doors, He gives us opportunities, there are times as a human being where you forget that it's God who has put you where you are, that it's God who has helped you acquire what you've acquired. There is that human weakness of not realizing or recognizing that even the marriage you have, the job you have, the relationship you have, the money you are able to receive or you are getting paid every month, it's not by your wisdom but by the grace of God. So Paul was reminding the believers in Corinth that he was what he was by the grace of God. And I want to speak to you that even you and me today, we are who we are and we have what we have by the grace and the mercy of God. And now you understand something, child of God, that anything that is given to you by God, it needs God for it to be sustained. If God is the one who blessed you, you need God to help you sustain that blessing. So by the grace of God, He has blessed you and me. He has given us good life, good health, good families, good opportunities, favor, and also success in this land of the living. We must not disconnect ourselves from God. Do not let the blessing that God has given you chase you away from His presence. The more you recognize Him, the more He keeps on blessing you, and your life will move from glory to glory because you have realized that it's not by your wisdom but by the grace of God. Child of God, the grace of God does not come to make us fail. The grace of God does not come to make us do things on average. The grace of God comes to help us to do things above human understanding. The grace of God comes to bring increase. In your business, there will be increase when you recognize the grace of God. At your working institution, there will be favor when you recognize the grace of God. In your healthy, in your company, in your affairs, endeavors, when you recognize that whatever good thing that is coming your way, it's not by your strategies, but by the grace of God, I can assure you success will keep on coming. There will be favor that will continue flowing. There will be supply that will not come to an end. Why? Because the grace of God is working. I pray that as you receive this word, may the grace of God increase over your life. And may you recognize that you have that beautiful home because of the grace of God. You have that beautiful house, that beautiful car, that beautiful career, that beautiful asset because the grace of God has been with you. If you look at the life of Paul, many challenges came on his way, but they never defeated him. Why? He knew he was surviving, moving, succeeding, making impact by the grace of God. Same with you, woman. You are making that impact by the grace of God. You may be a minister. Whatever you've acquired, it's not by your muscle, it's not by your strategies, it's not by the people you know. There are times we feel like we have better connections and our connections are the reasons why we are making it. No, it's by the grace of God. And if the grace of God has brought you where you are, it can take you to the place you admire, to your dreamland. There are some of you with better vision, better plans, better dreams. You are dreaming to become a great man in future, to become a great woman, to become a powerful business personnel. Listen to me, the grace of God is sufficient. When you recognize and that grace will manifest, it will work. Remember that anything that you recognize and value, it begins to exist. So when you realize and recognize that it's by the grace of God my company is doing well, God will make sure that you supply more grace for your company, not just to do well, but to succeed, to touch lives. I pray that, child of God, you will be able to open your eyes and see that you are who you are today because of the grace of God. You may be an orphan, you may be a single parent, you may be a widow, you may be an abandoned child. I want you to know the grace of God is sufficient. The grace of God is there to help you. You may be a student who is saying, I have already had challenges in my first semester. How will I do it in this second semester? Listen, the grace of God is available and it is sufficient. It is going to help you in times where failure things will take over. God will bring success because He's the God of grace. And I pray pray that his grace will bring tangible results where people will know that this brother is making it not because of his mindset, but because of the grace of God. Child of God, the grace of God will distinguish you. The grace of God will back you up. The grace of God will make you rise. The grace of God will take you to the top. The grace of God will make you to succeed in Jesus' name. As I am concluding, I pray a special prayer that may the grace of God overshadow you. May the grace of God speak on your behalf. May it cover you and may it protect you. Everywhere you go, may the grace of God manifest over you in Jesus' mighty name. Thank you for watching, and I encourage you, please subscribe to my channel, and God bless you. Remember to share.